There was a flipping choice Nintendo Direct today. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the vlog. Eric's Red-tastic vlog! Okay, so we started this Direct off with some Pokemon DLC news and some Splatoon stuff, neither of which I care all that much about. Happy it's coming out for people who enjoy it. It's just not really my thing. And then leading up to the first really big announcement, there's some pillar stuff, there always is in these directs, but probably the most interesting thing before the first whoa moment was the Hey You Pikachu sequence. Eric from 10 minutes in the future, I totally said Hey You Pikachu and meant Detective Pikachu, not Hey You Pikachu. Ignore me saying Hey You Pikachu. It's gonna say Detective Pikachu on the screen. Cool. Hey You Pikachu Returns, I believe it's called. Cool. I didn't play the first. I love the movie. Start off. I didn't play the first one because it's on the 3DS, and I don't know. My hands cramp up on a 3DS. I played quite a bit on there, but not that game specifically. I kind of wish this is kind of gonna be a running thing. I wish they would have also released a port of that game to the same time, or at least announce it before. Yeah, because then I might actually pick it up and just play both on the Switch, because they look interesting and I want to play them because I enjoy the movie. The trailer looked cool as far as the characterization and everything. The graphics were a little rough, but it's, the Switch is getting old, so it looks perfectly fine. But like I said, I wish there was a port of the original just to get me caught up, because in my 3DS I have a little tiny old one, and I just can't. My hands can't do it anymore. So, and there's another announcement later that they can do 3DS ports pretty easily, I think. At least easier than they're maybe led on before. The obvious, the big whoa moment, that's probably the biggest announcement for a lot of people. Me personally, I'm not an RPG guy, so the announcement of Mario RPG, holy god, that's huge. But 20 more than 20, 30 plus years in the making of a remake for that game, so that's pretty crazy. Hopefully it leads to sequels to that actual series, because people have clamored for that forever. I don't know, but there's Mario plus Luigi, Mario and Luigi, and Paper Mario, and their various crossovers and whatnot. But yeah, I'm not an RPG guy, especially not a turn-based RPG guy. It's just not my thing. But I'm very happy. I know a lot of people are happy about that coming out. My friend Dr. James, so stoked for it. His only actual qualm about when I was texting him earlier was he said it looks of all things too close to the original, in terms of it may not be anything new for people who have played the original. He's like, I've played that 1,000 times and it may be exactly the same. It does have some really nice cutscenes in it, but other than that, I don't know if it's going to be different enough to really draw in people who love the original. I may be wrong, but it looks apparently very, very similar to the original in terms of the gameplay and the story and everything. So we'll see. It's kind of a double-edged sword, right? You get the you get the thing you want, but it's I've already done all of this, so I don't know. Again, not Mario RPG guy. Won't be me deciding whether or not that is the fact for this one. Immediately after that, we get the new Peach game, whatever the heck it's going to be called. Looks pretty cool. I almost kind of would prefer the sequel to the Peach game on the DS that was a Peach video game. That was a little bit sexist because her powers were based on emotions, but anyway, it does look cool, and I'm super excited for a console Peach game. It's really the first. It's only the third Peach game ever. The first one was I looked it up. I thought the DS was the first one. The first one was technically a Game and Watch game, but really an awful game, a watch Game and Watch, a wristwatch one. And then Super Princess Peach, and then this one. But it looks pretty cool. I need to see more about it. I mean, the stage, it's like Super Mario Bros. 3 stuff, having it be on a stage, because that whole game kind of takes place on a stage. So yeah, it's interesting. But of those first three big announcements, by far my thing I was most excited for was Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon port from the 3DS, because I love me some Luigi's Mansion. Beat the first one on the GameCube. Again, 3DS, so I didn't really play the Dark Moon. I beat 3 with my daughter and my son. They helped me do the co-op through, play with me. We beat it a couple more times, me and Banjo have, just because we enjoy the crap out of that game. It's so good. Like, the characterization is so good. It's the best Luigi's Mansion game, but like I'm just so excited for Dark Moon, just to get more Luigi's Mansion action and have it on the Switch and play it on the TV. That's the biggest thing. Proper size controllers for my hands that can't handle little crampy consoles anymore. Next year, that's nothing. Mario RPG, by the way, is coming out in like November, which that's huge. Like, dropping, it's like when they released, like, I think Metroid Dread had a really short window release like that. I know Metroid the remake of 2, whatever, Samus Return, had a really short window like that too. So I like they're just like holding their cards. I know Nintendo always holds their cards really close to their chest, but like being like, this game exists and we're releasing it in like a couple months. It's like that's awesome. It's better than like Metroid Prime 4, which we still haven't got any announcements for, which I was kind of hoping to see in this one. 6 years on, other than like, we're starting over. We got the announcement of like the title, everybody lost their minds, and then an announcement that it's being rebooted or being restarted working on. That's all we've really got officially. So moving on, got more Pikmin 3 info, which okay, I'm not a Pikmin guy either. And then they announced, this was cool though, they announced that Pikmin 1 and 2 are getting released like today. They dropped in the eShop, HD remakes. Multiple reasons I think that's cool though. For one, they didn't announce it in the direct, but it is getting a physical release in like September. That makes me hopeful for more GameCube stuff coming out, like in this, like, the swan song era of the Switch. Like, I feel like we're maybe no more than a year out from it being over. So like 2 years tops. It excites me that like there's now 3 GameCube ports directly to the Switch. Like, I would like to see, I mean, obviously Metroid Prime 2, and I know 3 is a Wii game, but still, it'd be great to see those also released, just like Metroid Prime was, and get physical editions. I'd like to see F-Zero, like maybe eventually next year, early next year, announce an F-Zero sequel and be like, oh, and the GameCube one's coming out. Maybe could we get a new Star Fox game that doesn't suck? Port the 2 Star Fox games on the GameCube, because I freaking love those games. Adventure was a Zelda game in everything but name, and the whatever the heck, Assault. I think it was Star Fox Assault, right? It was like the direct sequel. I played the crap out of the multiplayer mode of that game, like with my friends. The battle mode is so fun. So like, yeah. Anyway, just the idea of, yeah, they're doing more than just Metroid GameCube remake, like ports. That is cool. And it gives me hope for that more are coming. While we're on the topic of ports, things I still want to see and still haven't seen, and I know we just got Tears of the Kingdom, so we're like not due for some new Zelda news for a while. But please, Nintendo, please port Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. They're 2 of my absolute favorite Zeldas. And you did, Skyward Sword. Okay, I don't like Skyward Sword. I didn't even get through a portion of this Wii version. I tried the Switch version and just couldn't get hardly into it at all. I got less far in that than I did the original. You've ported every other stinking Wii U game. Like, they're the only 2 left. And I realize they are HD remasters themselves, so it'd be like, oh, you're porting the remasters. Please, just put it on the Switch. Make it a double pack like you drew in Pikmin 1 and 2. It's not that hard, guys. You've ported so many Wii U games. The architecture has to be similar enough that it's not that difficult. So there's going to be more complaints about ports, by the way. Like, I like all the ports. Give me more. Dang it. Speaking of ports, the Metal Gear Solid, and I put in another thing with this, the Batman trilogy. Really cool to see. I think they both have some absences though that don't make sense. Like, I get it's the Batman trilogy, but why not throw the Arkham trilogy? Why not throw Arkham Origins in there? And why not throw Arkham Origins Blackgate in it too? I mean, Arkham Origins was on the Wii U. Like I said, it shouldn't be that hard to throw that in there too. So that was just a weird omission to me. Like, I get it's a trilogy, but those are part of the series, part of the story too. So like Arkham Origins and then Blackgate's a sequel, direct sequel to Origins. So throw those on there. Make them DLC or something. Crap, do something. Put those on there. Have the whole series. And then Metal Gear Solid, I thought it was weird they didn't put the GameCube port of 1 on there. And I know it's frowned upon because it was like too easy or whatever, but it's the only console that it was on. Again, was GameCube. That's another GameCube game that could easily be ported, and they haven't yet. Maybe it'll be in the second, because it's like a volume 1. It's a little bit different than like the PlayStation 1 that just came out, PlayStation Metal Gear thing. So yeah, maybe a volume 2, or if there's a volume 3. I thought it was weird that wasn't included, because it's the original 3. Why not put the GameCube version of that one that was exclusive to your... It's weird. I mean, there's not a ton of third-party GameCube exclusives, and that was one of them. Maybe that's a Konami's decision, but I feel like Nintendo could have pushed for that. Yeah, just my opinion. Vampire Survivor, that looks neat, like having a port of that. I've played it some on my cell phone, haven't played it on PC, but I'm kind of more interested, honestly, in the couch co-op mode. Just as a dad, I enjoy anything co-op. It's just fun. It's just good times in that game. From what I played, is really fun and super addicting. So it's a neat little announcement. The new Mario Kart DLC packs looks cool. The new level looks cool. I like anything where you're a little thing in a big world. Like that always makes me happy. So that bathroom level looked neat. It's cool to bring characters back. We knew that it was just going to be characters that were from old games already. So I think it's Petey Piranha, a Wiggler, and Kamek are the 3. Cool. Happy to see them. Me and my kids will get some more hours out of playing those new tracks with the new characters. So we get pretty excited anytime there's one of the new DLC packs coming out. And, with the subscription, it's not extra, they just come out. So I'm excited for that to come out. It'll just be, it'll be a day or 2 worth of fun, and then move on, wait for the next one. WarioWare looks like a WarioWare game. I don't know. I've played several of the WarioWare games. The Wii one, whatever the heck that was called, was my favorite. But it looks perfectly fine. I kind of like that there's like some other games included though. Like there's like bits of other games, specifically like Mario. Looks like a Mario 64 mini game, and definitely a Pikmin game. I like them throwing in other Nintendo properties into that series. That makes sense for that series, because it's all like, it's a game about mini games. Like literally in the game, it's about making mini games and selling them. So that works. I'm a fan. Approve. There's new Tears of the Kingdom amiibo coming out, which is cool. I haven't bought Tears of the Kingdom yet, or the Link amiibo for that, but I'm always down for more Zelda amiibo. I have a ton of them, so cool. And Zelda looks nice, and Ganon looks exactly what you expect Ganon to look like. But then, like, at the end, oh my lord, my mind was blown by that the trailer for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Okay. First of all, when it first came on, I'm like, is this like a Super Mario Bros. 3D World remake? Like, or not 3D World, Super Mario World remake. Because that's what it looked like when I first saw it. Just like something about the animation style of Mario. But then it went into all the crazy like acid trip sections. I'm like, no, that's not what this is. But the art style just looks so nice. Like, some of these images look like they were ripped like off the cover of Nintendo Power. Like, they look like clay models. And there's like little like blips of like comic book action scenes and stuff. Like, and the talking thing is going to be interesting, because there's never really been that much spoken word stuff in Mario. Spoken word, that's probably not the right phrasing. There's not been a whole lot of talking bits in Mario games, so that's fun to see. I think it'll be a different thing. But the animation of Mario just looks so good, and like Daisy being included is cool. That does remind me that there was something else I wanted to say about WarioWare. Can we get another Wario platformer, please? And put Waluigi in it, because now Waluigi is like the only main Mario character who's not been in a platformer. Now that Daisy's been in one, and she was in like One Is to Be Rescued, but a playable character from the Mario series who's a main character that's never been in a platformer is Waluigi. He's only ever been in the sports games and the Mario Karts and stuff. Never playable in a platform Mario game or a main series Mario game. For the love of God, make a new Wario game and put Waluigi in it, because as much as my heart yearns for Waluigi and Smash, it would just be another a Mario clone, or like a ripoff of Wario, or a version of Wario. Put him in a platformer, please. Do a new Wario game, put him in a platformer. Like, I want my Zelda ports from the Wii U and Waluigi in a Wario platformer. That's all I want, Nintendo. Give me those things and I'll be happy. And Metroid Prime 4. back to Mario Wonder, it just looks so nice. Like it kind of reminds me of like Saturday morning cartoon kind of stuff. Like just that kind of it almost looks like had kind of a choppier animation, which is a good thing. It fits so well, and Mario had so much character and so much facial expression and stuff going on, like looking at stuff when stuff's happening. It just looked amazing from an art standpoint, and the gameplay looked like, you know, the standard kind of New Super Mario Bros. Platforming stuff, but it works. There's looked like there's so many new interesting mechanics. Elephant Mario was cool as heck. And like the comedy there with the flower being like in the trailer at the end being like, well, okay, never mind. After he like punted the Goomba, so yeah, by far that is the game I'm most excited about. Especially of the ones coming out this year. That's honestly probably the only one that's on my like I gotta get it list. I'm not gonna get Mario RPG. It's not my thing, or Pikmin, or really anything else except for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. That is like top tier for me. And then next year, definitely Peach and Luigi games are on my list too, for sure, because they look excellent. It was a very Mario heavy. Not that I have anything wrong with that. Love Mario. It was a very Mario heavy direct. Mario, Wario, the whole like universe around that, it felt like it was missing something. Like it felt like we could have done with less filler, maybe like some other like first party Nintendo property that we haven't gotten in a while, like a Star Fox, like an F-Zero, or even just like a little taste of Metroid or something. And I know we just got Metroid Prime. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Metroid Prime 4. Give us just a taste of some things that we haven't seen in a while. Would have really been enough. Like in any one of those. It didn't have to be all of those. And it's never going to be all of those. Although I will say that now that Mario RPG is out, like, when is Mother 3 coming? when is that going to happen? Because that's been the other like big thing people have, you know, they've wanted the guy from Mario RPG for Smash, whatever the heck his name is, the little clockwork guy, forever. Was it Gino? That's the same thing, Gino. He's back. The character's back. It's the remake, but it looks very nice. So yeah, and again, not an RPG guy, so I don't really care about Earthbound, but I just would like to see that released, because I mean, we got Earthbound 0, we've got multiple versions of Earthbound. Just release the stupid game. It's already got a translation out there. Like, it would not be that hard at all. I don't know. Nintendo's weird sometimes. Maybe they'll release it on the advance thing on Switch, but I don't know. It was still a really good direct, and I was really excited to see a bunch of the stuff that was in there. Like I said, specifically Mario Wonder is top of my list of games to get. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.